Welcome into the Flippin' Hippos reseller channel. I'm Star. If you're new here or you haven't yet, please consider subscribing and hitting the thumbs up. It helps us feed hungry hippos. Did you know eBay came out with a seller update last week? With all of the hullabaloo surrounding the condition changes on pre-owned clothing on eBay, me getting ready for that, and a lot of other stuff that was going on, I think this kind of slipped through the cracks for some of us. It came out last Thursday, the 30th of January. Today is Thursday, February 6th. So I'm a week late, but here we are. We're going to go over the seller update together. I'll put the link in the description below for you. I do recommend on your own time going through this and reading it word for word so you understand everything that's in here. I will go over most of it with you, but it is always important as a seller that we all stay up to date on any and all changes on the platforms and read things and make sure we understand them. And I might put in some of my own opinions. Whenever I go over the seller updates, it's completely editorial, and I sometimes make snarky comments if I don't like something, or I tell you how I feel. eBay is kicking off the year with updates that'll help simplify your selling experience and ensure long-term growth for your business. I yelled so it would sound exciting. Did it sound exciting? Tools that you can trust. Enhance the quality of your pre-loved clothing listings with the new item condition options. I did an entire video on this topic on Monday of this week. I'll have it pop up at the end for you. If you haven't watched it, please do. Just keep in mind that eBay arbitrarily, without telling anyone or communicating, decided they were not doing the update on the 9th as promised and have moved it to quote unquote mid-February. Manage your selling preferences with ease with the redesigned business policies page. What you need to know. Using business policies can save you valuable time when you're creating listings. Rather than adding your payment, returns, and shipping information item by item, you can apply your chosen settings across entire groups of listings by creating policies. This is particularly useful for sellers who manage a large number of listings and want to make comprehensive adjustments from a central space. Now, with a streamlined layout and improved functionality, it is easier than ever to manage your listings from the new business policy page. Delivery has also been simplified, and you'll be able to choose your shipping method from pre-populated lists, including the carrier's logo, so it's intuitive and quick to set up your policies and get back to selling. We do like these. We use the business policies for our shipping. So we have flat rate shipping on our listings on eBay, and we have different policies for different weights. 1 to 4 ounces, 5 to 8, 9 to 16. We have one for jeans, one for 1 to 2 pounds, and one for 2 to 3 pounds. Sounds like a whole bunch. I can type these. Actually, I will. I'll type out our flat rate that we charge for shipping based on weight, and these are policies that we've set up. I'll put those in the description down below, and then you can copy them. You're more than welcome to copy them. You're more than welcome to emulate or copy anything that we do ever. I'm here to teach and help people, and if that means you want to do the same thing as me, that's cool too. So if you're already opted into business policies, you can head over to the new page and see what has changed. And then you can look at the help page if you need. Fees and financials. We're adjusting final value fees. We are adjusting final value fees. I had to take a moment to calm down because, of course, they're raising rates on us again. In most categories, they say it's so that they can continue their ongoing efforts to provide tools and services to support our long-term growth, but it's probably because sales have been down for the past year and they have to make up their money somewhere. Boy, I sound cynical today. I sound so cynical. I can't spin it, though. I can't sound happy about them charging us more money, and we all know why they do it. Even just a little bit here and there on thousands and millions of sellers really adds up for eBay's pockets. So starting on February 14th, 2025, which is next Friday and Valentine's Day, they're going to do some adjustments. I'm not going to read this up here because I feel like this is all going to be smoke. They're blowing up our ass to try to justify why they're charging us more money, and I don't want to read it right now. What's important is knowing what they're charging and what they're doing. So they're going to be adjusting final value fees in most categories, with increases ranging up to a maximum of 0.35%. They remain committed, whatever. They're raising prices. Like I said, I have to be editorial about this, and I have to express my opinion when reading this. I understand that prices go up. I understand why places do it, but that doesn't mean I have to like it, and it doesn't mean that I have to pretend to like it. I love selling on eBay. eBay is our #1 selling platform. We sell the most items on eBay. It has a huge global reach. It is a good platform to sell on. But that doesn't mean I'm going to agree with every single thing they do. Just because it's my favorite platform to sell on doesn't mean I have to agree or that I do agree with everything that they do. And on this channel, I'm brutally honest. I'm very transparent. I really show you the reality of reselling. And that includes me not kissing eBay's ass or blowing unicorn farts and glitter smoke everywhere when they do stuff like this. So here's a chart with the breakdown of the fees. You'll see to the left the category, the current fees in the middle, and the updated fees. And these are any items that are sold on or after February 14th. I would assume that means midnight Pacific Standard Time on February 13th, since most of eBay's policies are usually based on Pacific Standard Time since headquarters are in California. But time will tell. In fact, I'm going to make myself a note, and when I wake up Friday morning next week, I'm going to look at what sold overnight and see when the new fees start coming out, if I can determine that. So here's your categories for records and eBay Motors. The fees are going to go from 13.25% up to 13.6%. And it's different if you sell something over 7,500. NFTs, books and magazines. So again, I'm going to link this down below for you. You should have also gotten a message in your eBay Center, your messages on eBay, and in your email. Make sure you look over this and that you are very well versed and aware of what's going on, and checking for categories that you sell in so you know if this impacts you or how it will impact you. Men's shoes, women's shoes, handbags, coins, collectibles. Here's comic books. I sell those. That's not changing. Cool. Jewelry is changing. No. I don't know why they've made the chart with all of the categories if it's not changing, but whatever. You can see if it's changing or not. Musical instruments. So yeah, just make sure you go over this and make sure you do this all the time. Always be aware of any agreements, user updates, agreement updates, fees, notices. Speaking of, real quick before we go on to the last category here, just along the lines of being aware of what's going on, Mercari put out a notice yesterday that they will no longer have public comments or messages available on their platform. I pulled up the message on Mercari so you can look at it with me real quick. Public comments feature will be retired on February 10th. And so that is Monday. We introduced public comments to help users connect and find answers about listings. However, we have heard your feedback, concerns about unwanted critiques, various risks, and difficulties managing negative interactions have made the feature less helpful than planned. So starting February 10th, they're going to remove the comment section on listings. No action required on our part. It is intended to simplify the marketplace and help offer a positive, straightforward buying and selling experience. And it goes on here. This should have been in your message center on Mercari if you sell on Mercari, which I'm not actively listing on Mercari. I don't actively list, delist, relist, any of that anymore. But I've left all of our listings there that we had already put the work into. And if they sell, they sell. That's great. And there's a shipping service disruption here. That's important too. You guys need to keep abreast of these kinds of things. I did hear on the news there's going to be severe weather, ice, and snow impacting a lot of the eastern United States. So always keep that in mind if there's natural disasters. Usually eBay does cover us, the sellers, if you are shipping to or from an area that is impacted by severe weather or natural disasters. And if they don't and you get a shipping ding, you can always call them and say, hey, look, did you notice what's going on in the United States right now? Okay, so let's go back to this. We have one more section to talk about. But again, it's important to keep abreast of all of the news and the knowledge going on all of the selling platforms and in the world. For instance, yesterday there was a pause put on shipping from China, and then it was quickly reversed. It happened real fast. In fact, I saw several resellers saying, "Woo, I got whiplash from that one. It happened so fast." But things do happen and things do change, and sometimes it's really quick. And yesterday, my midweek motivation video was all about how to handle change, how to learn how to pivot when the world around you is changing. And how do you know when the world around you is changing? You stay aware. You check your messages, you check your emails. You are in reselling communities. That cannot stress how important that is on so many different levels. I'm always talking to you about making sure you're in the reselling community in some capacity, a Facebook group, Instagram. But even when you're unaware of stuff going on or something escapes you or you miss something, 25,000 other resellers are going to be talking about it in groups and on Instagram. So you're still going to get the news, right? All right, growing your business. Use the new buyer details feature to identify your returning customers and easily send them coupons. This I love. This I am so on board with. I have had some success with newsletters and coupons since the last eBay Open. When Liz O'Kane did a session on that, I fell in love with the idea of newsletters. I covered it on here. I'll link that video for you too. And returning buyers aren't something that's going to happen often, but it can happen. And I think it's more likely to happen when we encourage them to come back, right? So if someone buys a pair of jeans from me or a comic book or a necklace, they may come back, but chances are they're not going to remember they bought it from the Hippo Hut. They're going to think they just bought it off of eBay. But if I can send them a coupon and say, hey, you bought those jeans from me, and I'm a small business owner, and I'm the Hippo Hut, and here's a coupon if you come back, they're more likely to come back and buy something. So giving them an incentive to come back, you're more likely to get return buyers. So I really, really like this. You're going to be able to easily identify and engage with repeat buyers. I'm really excited about this. And if you're in a niche or if you're in several niches, like I would say Keith and I are everything sellers, but we're niched. We have jewelry, we have jeans, we have plush. But if someone likes jewelry and I have a lot of jewelry, I can entice them to come back to buy more jewelry. If someone wears plus size jeans and they like a certain brand, they might come back and buy more from me because I have plenty of those, right? So have you ever wondered who your most loyal customers are? With our new buyer details feature, seeing this information is easier than ever. With a single click, you can view existing buyer details already available to you through their previous purchases, their location, their purchase history, and total amount spent on past orders all in one place. And then you'll be able to quickly access tools to engage with the buyers, create a personalized and positive buying experience that encourages those repeat purchases. So there's some benefits to this. You can get to know your buyers by quickly gaining insights, viewing their profile picture, username, and location, which will all be in one nice spot. You'll be able to identify returning buyers. So you can recognize people who come back with follower and repeat buyer tags, and you can gain a better understanding of your buyer's purchasing history. So like I said, if you can see that you have a returning buyer that keeps buying Lane Bryant size 18 jeans, that's what they're interested in. And if they like jewelry, you can see that that's what they're interested in. And then you can access the messaging experience from the buyer details interface to respond to your buyer's questions, leave feedback, and reward your loyal customers by sending them exclusive coupons and thank you notes. how it works. You will click on the buyer's name from the orders tab and seller hub. Now, I'm not going to go through and show you like this in real time with an actual buyer because it did say it shows their name, their location, and their picture. And I'm not going to give away my buyer's personal information on YouTube to thousands of people, but you can go try this out for yourself. So you'll click on the name and you'll see their details pop up. It comes up in a little box like this, a little pop-up box similar to the one on the left here. And you'll be able to click on all orders and view the detailed list that they have placed with you. So it gives you all the information right here. I love this. I love anything that's streamlined. I love anything that makes things easier. I love anything that takes a bunch of information and puts it in one general location for me. I love this. Can you tell I'm excited? So people like it. I'm going to like it. You're going to like it. I think this is great. This is fantastic. So yeah, I'm not too thrilled about having to change the item conditions. I talked about that in the video on Monday that I'm going to link. I think asking us to change used clothing to an excellent condition is just, it's subjective and it's asking for opinions and it's very subjective and I don't like it. I don't like my fees going up on stuff, but I do like the buyer details feature little box. And I do like the business policies becoming easier to use. In the past, business policies sometimes were a little harrowing, a little confusing, and hard to navigate. So that's good that those are going to be more conveniently, I guess, able to learn. I don't know what the word I want. But that is your seller update for January 2025, coming to you a week late in February. And again, I will have some videos pop up at the end here for you. If you haven't seen them, go ahead and watch those. And I will type out our shipping costs down in the description box for you and put a link to this. Okay? So watch those videos, go through the seller update, go be productive, go make some money. And thanks for watching, guys. I do appreciate you. I'll see you in the next one.